Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, everybody. It's Friday night. Yes. Got something stuck in there. This is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. Welcome to my video. So, always free to watch. Tips appreciated. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello to partying with us. Hey, hey, Kelly. How you doing, sweetheart? Kel's going to be painting along with us. Oh, yeah. That's right. So say hello if you're painting with me tonight so I can write down roll call. And we'll get this party started. Hey, hey, Tammy. How you doing, love? Hello, everybody. So let's say hi to the Mr. Butters because he might be chiming in. Say hi to your friends, Butters. Say hi to your fans. He is a good boy. You're a good boy, huh, buddy? Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy, yes. Hi, everybody. So, there's the Mr. Butters being extra cute. Hey, Melissa, your Mr. Nifty came today. Awesome. Awesome. So glad that you got those. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate that. Speaking of Mr. Nifty, I figured I'd show you guys. Everybody that's sending me support, you all warm my heart. I got Mr. Nifty Central going on here. There's a few more getting sent out. So if you would like a Mr. Nifty, that is going to be my thank you for sending me support for my videos. So anyway, I was working on that earlier. So I figured I'd show you Mr. Nifty Central. You're so very welcome, Melissa. My pleasure. So, let's get this party started. I'm going to put you in your handy-dandy holder. And pour your paint, people. Let's get painting. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get painting. So, say hello, hello, hello. If you're painting with me tonight, let me know if anyone's painting with you. That way we can do roll call. Oh, boy, you guys are crooked. Let me fix that. There we go. Now you can see what we're painting. I don't know why you were so crooked. Maybe if I move this back a little. I'm so not a videographer. That is definitely not my job. Earthquake. Alright, there we go. I think we got it. So, alright guys, pour your paint. Same paint every single party. Black, white, blue, yellow, red. Let me get the charger here, charge you guys up, give everybody a chance to log on and say hello. Got to put my handy dandy smock on and get, so if you need a reference screenshot, okay, take a screenshot because I can't show you both at once. Alright, so if you guys need a reference, take a screenshot. Doing our sneakers, think about what color you want the skirt to be. What are you going to do for her legs? Are you going to do the socks? Are you going to do tights? Are you going to do different designs? Of course, the color of your sneakers. What are you going to do for that? Your little design in there. Lots and lots and lots of things to create and have a lot of fun with. Lots and lots and lots of things to have a lot of fun with. Hi, Magna. So our weapons this evening. Big boy. Mini-me. He is a small flat brush. Looks just like Big Boy. Tiny's in the house. Small round for our details. And of course, Mr. Nifty. I love this brush. Can you tell? Can you tell I love this silly little brush? Alright, so you're going to put those in your water. Don't clean them unless I tell you to. Except Mr. Nifty. Don't put Mr. Nifty in the water. He doesn't like it. Alright, so you're going to swirl. You're going to tap. And you're going to dab your brush on your paper towels. You want to dab in the shape of your bristles and you want them to be wet but not dripping. Alrighty, folks. Hi, Magna. Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, guys. So, say hello if you're painting with me tonight. Get this party started. Pouring my paint. Figure out what colors you guys want to use. You know, what are you going to make your sneakers? What are you going to make your legs to have? Are you going to have a skirt? Are you going to have, what are you guys going to do? What are you guys doing? You got to figure that out. All right, you got to figure out what you're doing. And I just made a mess. Hi, Ruth. How you doing, sweetie? Hello, Ruth from Puerto Rico in the house. Hello. Nancy's here. Hey, Nancy. Hi, love. I just made a mess. Red globs of terror. Right there. That's what we got going on. So, the party has begun. Once I make a mess, right? The party has begun. So, here we go. And that's because I didn't have my smock on. As soon as I put my smock on, no messes. You're going to make yours blue? Yes, happy Mother's Day is on Sunday. I like that idea, Kelly. I like that your sneakers are going to be blue. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. All right. So, everybody get a good look. I'm working on a 16 by 20. It's 16 this way, 20 up and down. If you're working on something smaller, that is fine. Just adjust accordingly. I usually say like one hand up, two hands over. As long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I'm in, you will be fine. Alrighty, guys? So, we're going to start off putting our backgrounds on. We're going to do that, and then we're going to map out our sneakers. So, hold your canvas straight up and down tonight if it's rectangle. And we'll get started. So you're going to want to, you guys ready, Freddy Spaghetti? You guys ready, Freddy Spaghetti out there? Let me know, because I'm going to get started. I'm going to pour my Java, and then we're going to do our thing. And we're going to step out with our awesome sneakers. Stepping in style. Oh, yeah. Stepping in style. And Melissa, I'm glad you got your Mr. Nifty. That's awesome. And just a heads up, guys. I totally did not keep a list of who I sent Mr. Nifty to's and who I didn't. So you're just going to keep getting them. And I'm not 100% sure on how long they last. So I figured that's fine. I told you, whoever sends me support is going to get Mr. Nifty. So those of you that are repeat offenders with the support, you warm my heart. Thank you so much. You're going to get Mr. Nifty's the whole time. Just going to give you a heads up because I didn't make a list or anything. But then again, I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? You deserve all the Mr. Nifty's you can get because you're amazing people. So we're going to just leave it at that. We're leaving it right there. That's how that's going to work out. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. All right, I got my job in hand. Kelly says she's ready to go. I saw some hearts and some thumbs up. So let's get this started. Ooh, the almighty blank canvas. It's so scary. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to attack it with our almighty brushes. That's what we're going to do. So we have the almighty blank canvas. Ooh. Okay, so swirl tap that big boy. Lots of big boy tonight. Lots and lots and lots of big boy tonight. So if you're working on a smaller canvas, on the original picture I have a stripe at the bottom. Don't worry about the stripe. Okay, so let me show you real quick. The reason I have the stripe on the bottom is this is a big canvas, and proportionally I wanted to even it out. And also, somebody orders this and wants it customized, I can write a name or something in here. So, do you have to do the stripe on the bottom? No. If you're working on a bigger canvas, you might want to fill in some of the space. If you're working on a smaller canvas, I would leave room for the sneakers. I wouldn't worry about the stripe on the bottom too much. Okay, guys? So, I just wanted to give you a heads up with that, because that stripe was to even out the fact that it's on a very large canvas. It's not 100% necessary. Alright, so you're going to grab some white, and you're going to grab whatever color you were making the skirt, and you're going to turn around, and you're going to go about a hand down on this side, a little bit further on that side. Give yourselves two little marks, right? So one's lower than the other. And you're very simply making a wiggly line, and you're going all the way across. And then you're just going to fill it in. You're just going to fill it in. That's all you're going to do. So whatever color you're making her skirt, if it's red or if it's yellow, you got to grab some white with it. So grab, well, grab some white, whatever color you're making it. So whatever color you're making the skirt, grab some white paint and the color of the skirt, and you're just going to do a wiggly line going across the top of your canvas. That's all you're doing. That is all you're doing. I have no idea what was just playing on that music. I tried to make it non-copyright music the whole time, and I don't know, that was some sort of ad or something popped up. I'm not sure what that was. So definitely had to fast forward through that because I just flung paint, guys. I don't know where it went to. It went that way. We're flinging paint over here. Right? Party has begun. I already made a mess on my hand and I'm flinging paint. It's just the way that goes. It's just the way that goes. So, let me lift the holder up a little bit so you can see the top part of the skirt. Okay, guys? So, say hello, hello, hello if you're painting with me tonight. And there's the top part, okay? So, I started over here and I just kind of did a squiggly line and went right across my canvas and did the top part of the canvas. So, and you want some squiggles in there. So this part's kind of like just a good arch right there. And then on this side, you can do some really good squiggles. You can do some really good squiggles. Okay, so I'm not sure if you saw that with the shadow, so I'm just going to put that in. So this side, do like a little arching thing. It could be squiggly, and then over here, you can do some really good squiggles. Just like that. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, next thing you're going to do is you're going to color in the rest of it, whatever your background color is. So whatever you're making your background color, that's what you're going to do. You're going to color in the rest of the canvas. Unless you're doing the stripe at the bottom. If you're doing the stripe at the bottom, grab the color of your skirt, go about 3 fingers up, hold your brush back here. Faster you go, straighter it's going to be. Straight, put your brush straight up onto the canvas. And the faster you go, the straighter it's going to be. So if you're doing the stripe at the bottom, that's it. Easy peasy. Just put your stripe in. And it's the color, whatever color you made your skirt. Like I said, it's not necessary. I just did it to bring more focus onto the sneakers. But is it necessary? No, the stripe's not necessary. It's up to you guys. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. And then the rest of the canvas, you're filling in your color. So for the turquoise color I grabbed a lot of blue. It's a lot of blue for turquoise. And a little bit of yellow. And a lot of white. And I mix that all together. It's going to give you a really pretty turquoise color. Okay, so that's how I made the turquoise color out of the colors that we use. And like I said on another video, I think I said it on the How To Dogs video, make yourself extra background color. Make yourself extra background color, because if you do an oopsie and you have your exact background color saved up, you can totally turn around and cover up your oopsie with your background color and have the colors match. Okay, so if you want your escape clause of something that you might screw up, make extra background color for yourself. So, hi Margaret, how you doing, sweetie? So, I'm going to follow along that squiggly line of my skirt. Right there. And I'm going to follow along my stripe at the bottom. Right there. This way I make sure I color in the lines as best as possible. And you're just going to fill the rest of this in. You're just going to fill the rest of this in. That's what you're doing. Filling in the rest of this. Doing your background. And if you want to paint your sides, go right ahead and paint your sides. Go right ahead and paint those sides. It is all good. All good over here. Okay? There we go. Hi, Caramel. How you doing, sweetheart? Hi, Margaret. So, Caramel, I did what did I do? I did a lot of blue. I'm writing you guys on roll call real quick. I did a lot of blue. So a lot of blue. A lot of blue. White. And the smallest amount of yellow. Tiniest amount of yellow. And you mix that all together, you'll get a turquoise. If it's looking really green, and not turquoise, add more blue. Okay? Add more blue. Alright? That's the colors I used. See? Ta-da! And you get this pretty turquoise color. So, like I said, if it's looking too green on you, then just add more blue to it. Add more blue to it, because it's just a smidge of yellow. Just a smidge. It's not a lot at all. It's not a lot at all. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all there is to it. Just a little bit. Okay? And as you're painting this in, if it looks like this, grab more paint. If you're getting these suckers right there, called brush strokes, go from one end to the other. Oh, so to remind you guys, all my videos are kid friendly, so watch it. They're all kid friendly. Right, Megna? That's right. That's right. And we don't know who else is watching with us, so want to make sure everything stays kid friendly. And those of you just popping on, we didn't do very much yet, so you can totally catch up mustard. We didn't do much at all. We did not do much at all. All we did was put a squiggly line of color on the top, and now we're filling in our background. That's all we're doing. So I hope everybody had, and of course I didn't make enough, so I gotta make more. I always say make a lot, and then I never seem to make enough. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. That's all there is to it. So, a lot of blue. We're going to see if I can make enough this time. A lot of blue, yellow, white. Mix it all together. And get our turquoise back. It's looking a little green, so I want to add more blue to it. This is how we do. This is how we do. Hopefully this is enough now. And I'm not a mixy person. I leave it a little messy, and then when I put it on my canvas, I just see what happens. Oh, that was pretty close. That wasn't too bad. It's not too far off from what I was doing originally. A little bit more green than turquoise, but that's okay. That's okay. I wasn't too far off with that. Not too far off. You can tell I'm really worried about it, right? Don't stress the small stuff, guys. Don't stress the small stuff. At the end of the day, people are just going to see a pretty greenish blue color in the background, and then, you know, they're going to be paying attention to your sneakers. They're not going to be paying attention to the color of your background. Alright, and if you want to paint the sides of your painting, go right ahead. Go right ahead and paint your sides. And you want to take your brush and go over. If you want it all blended together in one soft, solid color, take your brush and just go over what you painted. Plus, by doing this, it helps thin it out. I remember the one time we all painted together and you guys laid it on way too thick. You laid it on way too thick, and then when it was time to put the other stuff, you guys had a big old mushy mess because it was on way too thick. This is nice and thin and flat. Okay, you don't want to be laying it on there really thick like, because we have to paint on top of this. And if you put it on your canvas too thick, you're going to have problems. You're going to have problems, and we don't want to have any problems. That's for sure. So I am just trying to fix that line down here, and I'm not doing very well with that, but that's okay. That's alright. Alright, so I am just going to fix the line with my skirt. Make sure that's nice and clean and crisp using the flat of my brush. So you want this to be nice and clean. So if you went over your background, that's fine. You know me, I don't color in the lines. I don't color in the lines. So I'm just going back over this and making sure it's nice and crisp and clean. Nice and crisp and clean. Alright guys, there you go. One background. One background. Now you need a clean big boy. You want to swirl tap dab your big boy, or I'm cheating and going over to my sink. I'm cheating, guys. I'm cheating. Going over to my sink and I'm cheating. I'm cleaning out big boy, because I had a lot of paint up in there. So, you want to swirl tap dab your brush. My poor plumber. Swirl tap dab your brush, get them nice and clean, and make sure you have clean white paint, because we're going to map out our sneakers. And mapping, all we're doing with mapping is we're going to put the general shapes in of what we're painting, and then we get to go back on and we're going to put our colors. And what mapping allows us to do, number one, it allows us to fix anything that we completely screwed up. So we can fix anything excuse me, that we messed up. And then number two, it helps your colors to pop out. So mapping with white paint is always, always, always a good thing to do. Java time. Java time. So I'll give you guys a chance to catch up mustard. Make sure you have a nice thin layer of paint on here. I'm going to give mine a few minutes to dry off. So I hope everybody's doing well. I feel a tickle in my throat from sipping my coffee, so you'll probably hear me choking. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'll be okay. That's what happens when coffee goes down your throat the wrong way. You choke on it. It's one of those nights, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, fam. I don't know what to tell you. It's just the way it goes. Alright, so swirl tap that big boy, and we're going to go right into our white paint. I'm going to go right into our clean white paint. Okay, and you're going to find your center. Oh, find our center. Here's the center of our canvas. And your leg starts from the center out towards the side. So, I'm going to grab some white paint. And is your background going to mix into it if it's still wet? Absolutely. Do we care? No. Okay, so you're going to find your center, your canvas, and you're going to take your brush, and you're going to do a little piece. Not a very big piece at all. Oh, cheese and crackers. So, it's about a hand big. Alright, so not big at all. And then you're going to come over here and you're going to do another line at the same angle. Okay, and you're just going to fill that in. Just going to fill that in. And don't worry if it looks too small, because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. So, excuse me. Sorry. Alright, so we're just filling that in. And is my background color mixing with it? Absolutely. Does it matter? No. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Right? Once you have that line in, you're going to turn around and you're going to take this and you're going to go right to the center of your canvas. So here's the center of your canvas. Bam, right there. Right? Find your center. So you're going to curve this, you're going to curve this around, and you're going to go shoop, right to this, towards the center of your canvas. And then on the other side, shoop, there we go. Fill it in. Oh, my nose is starting to run now. I'm choking to death. The struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Woof.
Take a little off the top, liquid plumber versus all the hair, Jamie, all the hair.
Alright. It's all good. I'll be alright. Don't worry. I'll be alright. It's okay. Alright, so once you have that drawn in for yourself, once we have our leg going on here, right, we're going to turn around and you're going to drop in the other leg. So that's going to come straight down from this side. I know, right? This is what I need right now, is going to a coughing fit. And I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it so hard right now so I can still tell you guys what to do. And it's tickling. It is tickling, boy, I'm telling you. And then you're going to move over a little bit and do another line. My throat is tickling right now. Really is. My nose is running. I'm having a good old time. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it under control or not. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. Okay, so once you have that, and you guys want it, I know, it's the worst. It's the worst, Kelly. You guys want to make sure that your legs are approximately the same thickness, okay? So you want to make sure that these guys are the same thickness. This can be a little thicker on top. That's fine, because that's the top part of the leg. But you want to make sure this part and this part are the same thickness. Alright? And then the next thing you're going to do is you want to turn around and have the bottom of your sneaker. So follow this line down, and then put the bottom of your sneaker in first. So just do a line towards the center of your canvas. Okay, so remember, we found our center. So you're going to do this line to the center of your canvas right there. So follow from the edge of your leg down and do your line across to the center of your canvas. So this way you know your sneaker's going to fit. And once you have that, oh, cheese and crackers. Once you have that, you're going to follow your leg line down. Follow it down, and then swoop across. Okay? Follow it down and swoop across. Follow this down, and go out a little bit. There you go. So this way you know your sneaker fits. Okay? This way you know your sneaker's going to fit. And you're just going to fill this all in. Just fill this all in. No worries. Easy peasy lemon squeezy going on here. No worries. Just fill it all in. And if you messed your shape up a little bit, that's okay. That's okay. This is why we do everything in white, so you can fix it. You can fix it. It's all good. It's all good. Alrighty, so there you go. Alright, and then on the other side, you're going to turn around and you're going to follow the bottom of your leg, and then you're going to scoop this in towards that one. Just like that. Okay, so follow along the side of your leg here. Do a little scoop. Notice I'm just turning my brush. Just turning my brush. If you can't turn your brush, just go straight down and then straight across. If you don't know how to turn your brush yet, just pull like this and then pull across like that. It's alright. If you can turn your brush, and then just do a little turn like this. Guys got to learn the show me the money trick. Alright guys, that's what I call it. So basically, and you do your fingers like this, and it's an old school saying of like show me the money or the world's smallest fiddle. That one too. Notice how I'm rubbing my thumb and my fingers together. You want to learn how to do that. And when you put your brush in there, you can start doing the spin on your brush. So you guys want to, if you guys want to get to the point of doing rounded edges, and when you do your tree limbs and all that, you want to learn how to turn your brush. And that's exactly how you learn how to turn it, right? So if you notice, my brush is turning, and all I'm doing is rolling those fingers, and I'm rolling those fingers the same way as if I went like this. So if you go like this, and then you put your brush in between your fingers and go like that, you will learn how to roll your brush. Okay, so that's how you do that. Alright, so now I'm going to cut this top part across in there. I'm going to cut that top part across in there. And you want to make sure this part of the shoe and this part of the shoe are about the same. You want to make sure those are about the same. Okay? And then you just look at it and be like, does this have to be a little longer? I think this has to be a little longer. I'm not really sure. It's hard to tell, so I'm going to make this part a little longer for myself. It's all good. It's all good. Right? There we go. So now you have the basic shape of where your sneakers and your legs are. No worries, guys. No worries. Oh, cheese and crackers. Dying over here. Oh boy, it's never a dull moment. I'm telling you, it's never a dull moment. Good thing I don't stress perfection, that's for sure. Okay, so when you're done with that, swirl, tap, dab your brush, get all the globs out of it. All right, we're gonna go up to our skirt. We're gonna go up to our skirt, and let me lift this up so the shadow isn't on there. So let me lift this up so the shadow's not on there. So what I want you to do, depending on your skirt, you want to make a darker color. You want to make a darker color of your skirt color. So mine was yellow, so I'm going to add the smallest amount of red. The tiniest amount of red. See that? Like very small amount, see? And I'm going to grab my yellow. And I'm going to keep adding yellow to that to make sure it's just a darker yellow. So whatever color you made your skirt, you just want a darker color. If you're going to add a little bit of black to it, if you're going to add, like if it's blue, you can add some red. You don't have to always grab black to make something darker. You can try grabbing the red or the blue, whatever you want to do. So I have a darker color of the skirt. And over here, you want to leave this part alone, the part going over her leg. And next to it, you're going to do a line going up from the side of the leg. And then you're going to do another line going down, like a little triangle. All right, and this is going to put the pleat in your skirt. This is going to put the pleat in your skirt. Okay, so you want to go from the edge of the leg up at an angle towards the top of the canvas, and then come down. And that's going to put the pleat in her skirt. Because obviously, if her leg's sticking out, that's going to be the brighter side of the skirt. And then you're going to come over to the other side of that, over here. Right? And I did like a little space from the back part of her leg. And I just did 2 lines going up this way. That's all I did. I just did 2 lines going up that way. Okay, and I'm going to fill that part in. So that just makes it look like there's pleats in the skirt. It just makes it look, I don't know where that green came in from, but that's okay. I'll just blend it out with my yellow. So you just want to make some darker sections in your skirt. This way it looks like it's folded. Or it's little pleats, whatever you want it to be. And obviously where her leg's coming out is going to be the topper part, so you're not going to worry about that. Right? You just fill that in. And I'm going to swirl, tap, dab my brush. So I'm swirl, tap, dabbing my brush, and I'm going to grab just yellow now, and I'm going to put on another layer of color on here. So once you have those pleats painted in, you can turn around and add another layer of color. Right? Because the more layers you have, the more it's going to pop. The more layers you have, the more it's going to pop. Okay, so get the nice bright coloring on here. And really get the color of the skirt to pop out. Just like that. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Here we go. So now we have pleats in our skirt. Ta-da! Pleats in the skirt. Yay! Woo woo! Oh yeah! All right. So we're gonna turn around and we're gonna do the colors in the leg. So if you're gonna do tights, you can grab a whole bunch of extra white if your tights are gonna be white. If you're gonna do the skin color, it's yellow, white, and red. So, got my red, got my yellow, got some white here, and you mix those all together, it will make a peach color. It will make a peach color. And if you want more of a tan or a brown color, just add some blue to it. So, I have a peach color going on here. I'm going to add a little more yellow because it's looking a little pink. Right? So whenever you're mixing colors, just have fun with it. Look at my palette. It's a big mess, and that's okay. We don't mind having big messes. We're just having fun. We're just having fun over here. That's what we're doing. So I have a nice peach color, and I'm going to grab some more white with that. So I'm going to grab some more white with that. And we're just going to fill in the color of our leg. So if you're going to do tights, if you're going to do like tights with stripes or something like that, then, you know, you can fill that in. You can fill in just the white background for whatever color your tights are going to be. If you're doing the skin tone of the legs, then that is white, peach, and white and peach. Hello. Red, yellow, and white. Oh boy, I'm telling you. And we're just going to fill that in. Just bring that down your leg. Just fill that in. Very nice, nice, nice. So peach is white, yellow, and red. White, yellow, and red. And we're just filling this in. That's it. Just bringing it down the leg. Doesn't matter how far down we go. It's all good. And I'm just going to do a darker tone of peach on this leg that's on this side. Okay, so that way you can see the difference between the two legs. So I made my peach and I grabbed more white to do this part. And now I'm doing this part without grabbing the extra white. Right, so for the top leg, I made my peach and I grabbed white. And now for this part, I just didn't grab the extra white for it. That's all. And we're just bringing it down. It doesn't matter where we end it because we're going to be putting our sneakers in. So it's all good. It's all good. Right, let's fill this in right in here. Doop. Alright, just making a nice clean line for myself. So I grab some white. Grab some white with my peach. Fill this in with the white and the peach together. And then this part was just the peach. It's just the peach. Okay, guys? So, if you're doing stripes, that's awesome. If you're going to do tights with stripes or something like that, then you could just paint another coat of white on there. It's whatever you guys want to do. And now you got to think about your sneaker color. Kelly said she's doing her sneakers blue. What you guys doing? What's the rest of you guys doing? You guys are all like super focused into painting. And we have Kelly. Oh, it's roll call time because now I could actually breathe and talk. Because I don't think don't jinx myself. I'll probably start choking again. It's roll call time. So I got Kelly, Tammy, Melissa, Magna, Ruth from Puerto Rico, Nancy's in the house, Margaret's here, and Caramine. So hello everybody. Hi guys, and I know there's some creepers out there because I didn't just call a lot of names. I know there's some creepers out there. So where you all at, guys? Say hello. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It's awesome. Nice, Kelly. Your skirt's blue too. I like it. I like it a lot. That's perfect. Perfect. And blue is an easy color to manipulate, so it's going to make painting easier for you. Magna, I called you. Peggy is here. Hi, Peggy. How you doing, sweetie? Magna, I said your name. You were right after Melissa. I got you on the list. Oh, Peggy, you're hanging out in the airport? We're going flying, baby. Hello. Hi, Peggy. How you doing, sweetie? Jacques here. Hi, Jacques. Or Jackie. I never say your name right. Ever. Hi, honey. Hi, everybody. Magna, you are focused. Everybody's super focused tonight. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, little creeper. You are super focused tonight. And Kelly said she cheated on the background. Look at Kelly. It's Jackie, right? Yeah, I mess it up every time. I want to say that cute. I just want to say it. That's all there is to it. Hi, Jackie. I'll get it right. Or not. Eventually. We'll see. I'm the biggest name botcher there is. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. So, giving you guys a chance to catch up mustard, get your skin tones in, and then figure out what color you're going to do your sneakers because we're painting them on next. Oh, yeah. We're painting the sneakers on next, so figure out what color you want. Figure it out. Because that's what we're doing. And I hope everybody's having an amazing Friday and everything's going well. And Kelly cheated on her background, so that tells me that you did your objects first and now you're filling in your background. Just watch those brush strokes, Kel. Make sure they're all going in the same direction. You don't want to turn around and have make it look like it's going around your objects. You want to make sure all your brush strokes are going in the same direction. All right. That's exactly what you did, right? All right, so roll tap that big boy. It's sneaker time. It's sneaker time. My water looks like a peach sorbet kind of thing going on here. It looks numbers. It's all good. Alright, so I'm going to turn around and you want to grab whatever color you're making your sneakers and a little bit of white, right? Because we do a couple of layers, so I'm grabbing white and I'm grabbing my red. Alright, and you're going to come in here and you're going to go up onto the leg, right? So you're going to go up on the leg. So if this was your middle, this was the middle of your canvas, you're going to come over here with the sneaker, okay? So you're going to go up on the leg. So you want to go about a hand high, right, from the bottom. So it's about a hand high. You want to be in this sweet spot right here. Like right where these separate, you want to be right in here, right in that sweet spot right there. Wherever that lands for you, you want to do that. Like if the middle of the canvas thing isn't working, you just want that sweet spot. Okay, so you're going to turn around and you're going to put a little lip out that way. A little lip. Okay? And then you're going to pull this down. Just pull that straight down. So you want to do a little lip going on the outside of her leg and then pull it down. And then on this side, you're going to go up a little bit and then pull it down. And then you want to churn this in this way and churn this in this way. And then you're going to do a little oval piece like that. And then fill it in. Okay, so you should have a little lip here, an oval piece here, right? And then a little piece going up like that. And then you just fill in the rest of the sneaker. Okay, and as you're filling it in, guys, don't get nutty. Leave this space of the sneaker alone. Leave this bottom part of the sneaker by itself. So cut this across. Cut this across like right there. Okay, you want to leave that space alone. So cut that across right there. And actually you want to leave this space alone too. I messed up. So if you put it all the way across, that's fine. But if you want to leave that front space alone too, you might want to do that. I messed up. I put my color all the way across. But that's okay. That's alright. I'm allowed to mess up. I've already messed up like 5 times already. It's alright. There's no mistakes in art, right guys? That's right. So fill in your sneaker. So you want to turn around and do a line going this way on the front of your sneaker and the line across on the bottom of your sneaker. And then you could fill in the rest. Alright, and you could fill in the rest. Okay, and don't pay any attention to this over here because I messed up. We don't want that there. We don't want that there. So pay no attention to that part. We want a little line going across this way. That's what we want. Okay? So this is a curved line, and leave this white, and leave the bottom white. Right? Then you're going to go over to the other side. You're going to go over to the other side. So where this was, you're going to turn around and follow this and go up on this leg. So follow this and then go up on this leg. And you want to go in a few fingers and put this piece in. Okay, so you're going to follow this along, then go up on this leg like this. You're going to leave a space here. And you're going to put this piece in right here, like that. Yeah, that's what they're going to look like right now until we get all the sneaker details on there. They're going to look like boots. Yep, so you're doing good. If they look like boots, you're doing perfect. All right, leave that white space down here. You want to leave that alone. And then you're going to do a little piece of red on this side. Right on the side of her leg, right there. And then you could fill this all in. Yep, so if they look like boots, you're doing good. You're doing good if they look like boots. Okay, so you're going to do a piece coming down the side of her leg. And then you're going to do the piece that's over here, leaving the space where her leg is. Leaving the space on the bottom for the white. And fill that all in. Alright, And then swirl, tap, dab your brush and get yourself some clean white. You want to make sure you have some clean white paint. Clean white paint. That's what we want. Clean white paint. Very clean. Very, very, very clean. Very, very, very clean. Very clean brush. Swirl, tap, dab. Very clean brush and very clean white. And I ran out of room on my palette. I had to put my very clean white on it. So we have to find a space. We have to find a space. Some sort of space somewhere. Got my very clean white on the edge here. I'm living on the edge. So with the very clean white and the very clean brush, I'm being silly now. Do you want to turn around? And you're going to take your brush and you're going to go across the bottom of your sneaker here. Right across. Right across. Holding your brush straight up and down. Going to go right across with your very clean white. Just like that. Right, and then you want to take your very clean white and you're going to do this front part here. You're going to swoop this way. Swoop. Swoop that way. And if you notice, I'm working very slow. I'm making sure I'm using the flat of my brush. I'm trying to stay in my lines as much as possible. I'm holding the brush up towards close to the front so I can get nice clean lines, and I'm just pulling my brush along. That's all I'm doing. I'm just pulling it along. Give myself a nice clean stripe there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my clean white again, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to do my stripe on the other side of the sneaker. So you're going to follow your line of your sneaker here, and then put your bottom in, and just pull. Just pull. That 1-inch flat's going to do all the work for you. You just pull it like this. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. You're just pulling. Just pulling it along. And if you went over your sneaker like I just did, just grab the color of your sneaker and put that back in there. That's all. It's all good. That's the benefit of working with white paint, right? So, speaking of which, now that you have the white on your brush, I want you to grab the color of your sneaker with that white on your brush, because you want this to be a lighter color. And you're going to go in from where this little niche is, and you're going to pull out this way, and then bring it back in. Okay, so with the white on your brush, you're going to grab a little bit of the color of your sneaker. You're going to pull out this way and then go back in. Okay, and don't go too far, because this is supposed to be the tongue of this sneaker. So if you're like all the way over here, that's going to be too long. Don't go that long, okay guys? You're just going to pull it out. So this size right here, like if you churned it and put it in the sneaker, it should fit in the sneaker. Okay, so what you want to do is, if you want to take your fingers, and measure like this part right here, and then pull your fingers down, and that should be about the same size. Alright guys, you see that? So if you went too far, if you made it too big, just smush it out into the other sneaker and fix the sides of it. Alright guys, so this part and this part should be the same. So take your fingers and measure here, and then churn them, and that should be how big that piece is. Okay, you don't want to make it too long. And if you made it too long, just turn around and go grab some more of your sneaker color and go in here and fix it. You know, just brush it right out. If you went too long, that's okay. Just brush it right out. It's all good. And I know this because I made this on the original one, like out to here. So that's the only reason I know this trick, is because when I was painting the other one, I made it too big myself. So that's all okay. All right. Once you have that, no idea where that came from. That smooshed down there, but that's okay. So once you have that, you're going to do your second layer of color. So with the second layers of color, what I want you to do is, there's a part right in here where we put this oval part. This is going to be darker. That's going to be darker. Okay, so you want to make sure that's darker. So you want to grab like just your color, and right where we put this little arch thing right there, you're going to drop this down. And you're going to make this whole part darker. Right? So this whole part in here is going to be darker. And then this part in here, from here over, right? So we're going to do a little swoop this way. Go up to where your white is. And this part's going to be darker. So I'm just grabbing the color of my sneaker. And filling this in dark. Okay, so that part needs to be dark. And then on this sneaker, underneath this tongue part, you're going to come across, and this part needs to be dark. Right there. Okay, so you guys want this part to be dark right there. Alright, and now I'm going to add a little bit of white to my color. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. I'm going to add a little bit of white to my color, just a smidge. So this, all these parts out here will be lighter. Just a smidge. So I'm going to fill in all these parts out here lighter. Okay, so I just added a smidge of white to my color. That's all I did. And I'm making all of these parts lighter out here. Okay, it's not much of a difference. You don't see much of a difference, and that's the point. You don't want to see much of a difference, but you want to see a little bit of difference so they don't all become like looking like the same thing. And don't forget this piece over here. So you want to make sure you know, pay attention to that little piece right there. Alright, pay attention to that little piece right there. Okay, and then we're going to color this in. Right? So this is going to be like your second coat, so your sneakers really pop. Alright, so now we're doing our second coat, and we're doing our spots that are lighter and darker so you can see the difference. Alright, so just filling this in. Just filling this in. Alright, so once we do this, we're going to do our white parts again. And we got to put her socks on her. So we're going to do our white parts, and we're going to do her socks. And then we're going to be doing our details, and we're going to be done with our sneakers. How awesome is that, right? I'm telling you, you guys are amazing. You do so awesome. Do a great job. And Peggy that's hanging out in the airport. I hope your husband gets off the plane and everything is good. We're hanging out in the airport with Peggy tonight. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so make sure this piece in here is dark. Make sure this piece right here is dark. And the rest of it, you just do a lighter color. Okay, so you want to make sure this is dark in here and this is dark in there. Alright guys, that's what you're making sure of. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Give you guys a chance to catch up mustard. Hello, hello, hello everybody. Everyone's catch up mustering over here. I like it a lot. We got Kelly and Tammy and Melissa and Magna. Ruth and Nancy and Margaret and Karen, me and Peggy and Jackie. I said it right. I said it right, people. Alright, so swirl, tap, dab your brush. Swirl, tap, dab big boy. Get them nice and clean. And you're going to turn around and you're going to grab your clean white. Grab your clean white and you're going to add your socks. So if you're doing the socks, add your socks. So you're just going to swoop this way. Swoop. And then you're going to leave some space. And swoop this way. Alright, and you're just filling in your socks. Notice I'm holding big boy really close to the top, and I'm using that flat to do my lines. And I'm putting my socks in. Okay, so I'm holding big boy. Yes, I got it right. Woo woo. Oh yeah. Alright, follow along. And I'm going sideways with these, so they have a different direction of brush stroke. Okay, so once you put those in, you want to grab the smallest amount of black paint. Like microscopic, not a lot at all, like the tiniest touch of black paint, and do a little smush because you want to make sure it's not a lot. So you want to smush a lot of it out, grab some white with it. We're going for an extremely light grayish color. And what you want to do with that is you're going to turn around in your socks and hold big boy, hold them here. Put your flat right here on the edge of your sock, and you're just going to go swoop across. Swoop across. Swoop across. And then inside the sneaker, you want to make sure that that is darker. So you're going to make that all darker in there. Right? And then you go to the other side and swoop across. And this way you have a little bit of the wrinkle in the sock kind of showing up there. So, but extremely small amount of black paint. Very small amount, not much at all. And then you could turn around if you want to and just kind of do strokes back and forth like this to get some more of a stripe effect in there. Alright, so I grabbed a microscopic amount of black paint. I did smush on the side over here. I added some more white to it. Made sure my brush was nice and thin. Went to the edge of my sock. Put my brush right on the edge like this, and I just swooped across. That's all I did. That's all I did. And then you can do a little back and forth if you want to. Swoop across, swoop across. See, and you get those little lines? That's what you want. Just swooping across. And then once you do that, you just do a little back and forth action. That's all. Just adds a little bit of definition to your socks. Okay? And once you have that, we're going to go into our sneaker. You don't have to clean your brush, but put a whole bunch of white on it. And you're going to do the last coat of your sneaker. So you want to pull this across. Pull this across. Okay? Pull this across. All right? Fill this top part in. Fill this top part in. All right? And pull this across. Get your white nice and bright. Now, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to grab a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of gray. If you have the gray on your palette already from doing the socks or whatever, you want to grab the smallest amount, microscopic, of that gray or that little bit of black and smush it, right? Little bit. And on the end of your sneaker here, you want to do the same thing you did with your sock and just do like a little flick across like that. And then on the front of the sneaker, you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to line this up and you're going to do a little flick across like this. Just to gray that out. And then the next part you want to do a flick is you're going to come over here, right here. So where this part ends, you're going to go a couple of fingers this way, right here. And you want to do a gray flick right there. So this is a straight line and you flick this. Right there. Okay? And then with this sneaker, you're going to do a couple of fingers and do that little line right there. And you're going to flick gray out from that little line right there. And then you're going to get the smallest amount of gray and flick some in from this side. Look at you guys doing shading. Hello. Hello. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing if you want to get technical. You just want to make sure you're using a microscopic amount of black. And microscopic, that's Magnus' term. I like it. Because that's what it is. It is the smallest amount of black paint possible. And you're just doing little flicks in from the edging. And then over here, flick in. Leave that space right there. There's a line right here. You want to do a flick there. You're going to do flicks here. And you're going to do a flick here. Just like that. Nice and light and even. Nice and light and even. Just like that. Alright guys? Easy peasy. Right there. Right there. And now we're going to switch to our smaller brushes. So get your smaller brushes out. Right? I'm going to use... I'm going to be using Tiny and Mini Me. And we done with Big Boy. Say goodbye to Big Boy. Say goodbye, my baby. Alright, so you're going to get out Mini Me. Mini Me looks just like Big Boy, except he's small, or whatever small brush you have. I like Mini Me because he has a nice flat edge to him. And, you know, go in with your colors. If you turn around and paint it over your lines anywhere, go in and fix those. You know I did. You know I don't paint in the lines. So I'm going ahead and fixing where I went over my lines. So I'm taking my Mini Me brush and wherever, you know, maybe some sock wound up going over the line. So I'm fixing my sneaker line. Fixing that all up, making it nice and clean and pretty. Right, because my socks probably went over. So we're just fixing that. I went over here. Wound up going over my line over here. So I'm taking my smaller brush and fixing that line up. So it's okay. No mistakes in art, guys. I think I've messed up like 4 times, 5 times already painting this with you guys. So no worries. No worries. We're just going to schmooze it up with the smaller brush. That's all you need to do. We're just schmoozing now. Just schmoozing up, fixing our lines, going around and tightening everything up, making sure it's nice. Right? Maybe that little sneaker part in here you couldn't do so well with the bigger brush, so you can fix it with the smaller brush now if you need to. Right? All good. All good. So we're just taking this smaller brush and we're schmoozing. Whatever we need to schmooze. Get everything fixed nice for ourselves. This way, before we do our details, we have all the basics down nice. Whatever you need to do with the smaller brush to fix it up and to schmooze it. Okay? It's all good. I went over my line right there. So I'm going to fix that right there. That's what these smaller brushes are for. That's what they're for. Alright, now I'm going to swirl, tap, dab, and I'm going to put my circle in where my star is. So I'm swirl, tap, dab, and mini-me. And I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to put my circles in, right? So parentheses and a parentheses. You can do a scribble circle, however you draw your circles. So if you do a parentheses and a parentheses, and then you can fill that in. Okay, so we're just putting in our circle where the star is going to go. And then you need the circle on the other side. Circle on the other side right there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my smaller brush now, and we're going to do the little black circles. Okay, so I'm going to grab Tiny, and I'm going to go into my black paint. And you want to put the black circles in where the shoelaces go, okay? So we're just doing little black circles. And leave some space in between them so you can do your laces. So we're doing our little black circles. Okay, however you need to make a circle, it's fine. And then you definitely want to make sure you have a black circle right here. Right where this tongue meets the sneaker, make sure you have a black circle right there. So you can put in as many of these as you need, or as little as these as you need, however many you need. Okay, put those in. I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to put them in over here. And I'm going to try to match the same amount. So I have 4 on this side, I have 4 here, then I have 4 going down there. So I'm going to try to do 4 going across here, you know, and just try to space it out so it works out. That's all. You want some spacing in between. And you definitely want one like right on this piece right here, right where it bends. You definitely want one right there. Okay, and then there's just design circles in the sneaker. There's design little circles here and here in the sneaker as a design. And up in here as a design. It's part of the design of the sneakers right there, so we're going to put those in. Okay, and swirl, tap, dab your brush. And we're going to do our... we're going to do another coat of white on our little circle here to get that nice and popping. So I'm just using that tiny brush again, and I'm just filling this in white so this pops nicely for me. So get that popping. If you got a little happy with your gray, with your socks, you can turn around and take this brush and put some white lines back in if you want to. If you got a little happy with the gray by mistake, you can just easily take this brush and flick in some black line, white lines in there if you need to. It's all good, guys. It's all good. So you just want to do a little swish, swish, swish here. Very technical, right? We're swish, swish, swishing. You can add some more white back into your socks if you had too much fun with that gray. It happens. Hey, it happens. It's all good. It is all good. So I'm going to make that more white. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make the top of my sneaker more white because that's supposed to really pop. And I could fix this line in here. If you kind of messed up the bottom of the sneaker with the top of the sneaker, you could fix that line right there. See, I got you guys. I got you guys with the fixing and the schmoozing. It's all good. And if you go out of your line, that's what Spit's for. You guys already know that. You totally know that. And I'll give you all a chance to catch up mustard. We're going to do some roll call. And we're going to put in our final details. And we're going to be all set. We're going to be all done. Good job. Look at you guys painting Converses. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. Kelly and Tammy and Melissa and Magna and Ruth and Nancy, Margaret, Karen, Peggy, and Jackie. Woo woo. Oh, yeah. That's right. Everybody up in the house. Everybody up in this shiznick. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everything's going great. I just want to remind everybody, it's absolutely free to watch. Tips are appreciated, so I'm going to share that link right now. If I can find it, I'm going to share that link. Bam. And whoever sends me support, you're going to get a Mr. Nifty. Wherever I put my Mr. Nifty, I'm going to send you out Mr. Nifties. Oh yeah, for our details. So we're going to be using him tonight. So if you'd like, definitely thank you so much for sending me support. It warms my heart. It really does. And you know, if you can't, that's fine too. Sharing, posting, that totally helps. That supports me also. So you know I love you all. You're all my fam. The fam is in the house tonight. Oh, yeah. The fam is in the house tonight. So whatever you can or cannot do, it's all good. All right, so you guys have to pay attention to this one. Pay attention. Focus back on me. I know you guys are all out there fixing all your stuff, schmoozing all your stuff. It's awesome, but you need to pay attention for the laces. All right, because if you don't pay attention for the laces, you're going to screw them up because they're trickier than you think they are. All right, so we're going to do our laces now. So I'm swirl tapping, dabbing my tiny, and I'm going to make sure I have some clean white paint. And we're going to go in here and we're going to do our laces. So the first line I want you to do the first line I want you to do is from this one, this little black hole right here. So you're going to go in this little black hole and you're going to arch it around to the other side of the sneaker. Okay? Just like that. Alright. Once you have that one, I want you to go inside the little black hole, the next one up, and you're going to go over to this piece. So notice I'm moving my brush, not the hand, and I'm doing swooping motions like this. So that's how you get it nice and clean and a clean arch. So I know I'm going to here, and I need to land over here. So I'm going to start inside of here. And I'm going to swoop that right to that piece. Notice I'm moving the brush in an arching motion, and I'm using my hand like this. I'm not turning around and trying to draw it like this. I'm swooping it like that. Okay? And then the next piece is going to disappear on the side, like up here. And you're going to cut it across, but you're going to stop. You're going to stop on the side of the sneaker. Don't go to the hole. You're stopping on the side of the sneaker, on the inside. Okay, so you want to stop on the side of the sneaker. And you're going to go even with this. So you're going to start here, and you're going to stop here. You don't want to go to the black hole part. Okay, so you don't want to go to the black hole part. You want to stop. And I'm just making this a little lighter so you can see where I stopped the lace, okay? So notice there's a piece of sneaker in between the lace and that, okay? That's important. It's important right there. Right? So then the next one, you're going to go from the inside the hole to that part over there. So you're going to start inside of your little hole right there, the black hole right there, and you're going to swoop it over to meet up with that one. Okay? So do those couple right there. I'll give you a minute or two to get the feel of it. All right, give you a minute or two to get the feel of it. And then the next one you're going to do, you want to go to like where that little bend is. You're going to go to where that little bend is, and then you're going to come to here. But again, you're going to stop before you hit the side of your sneaker and where the hole is. You want to stop where the side of your sneaker is. And again, I'll lighten that for you so you can see what I'm talking about. So you want to stop before you get to the side of your sneaker. Okay, so you're not going to the hole. Okay. I'm making a big old mess, but that's okay. Because I want you to see that you're stopping before you hit the side of your sneaker. So I'm just going to make the sides of my sneaker so you can see them. Alright guys, I'm just doing this so you can see the sides of my sneaker. Don't, because it's hard to see on mine, so I'm gonna make this so you can see the wall of the sneaker so you can do your laces right. It's a little tricky to see on mine, so I'm just fixing it so you can see it better. So this one comes out of the hole and goes over to here. And then the next one comes from where your bend is, but stops before you hit the side of your sneaker, okay? And once you have that, this one's going to come out of the hole and it's going to meet up with this. So that one comes out of the hole. And the next one, you're going to line up here and go towards there, but you're going to stop before you hit the side of your sneaker again. Okay, so if you get the pattern, cool, but you're going to stop before you hit the side of the sneaker right there. Okay, guys? So I'm going to show you on the original. I'll show the original right next to it, so you guys can see the pattern. Okay, so, oh, you can't see the original. So I'll show you the original so you can see the pattern. See this? Okay, so this one started here in the hole. And then this one's in the hole, went to here. This one's in the hole, went to there. That one's in the hole, went to there. And then you're going to do, see how they stop before you hit the edge? Okay, so that's what I want you guys to make sure you're doing, alright? Just like that. It's not that tricky, but that's what makes them look real, okay? Alright, so leave that there for you, because I think I kind of messed these up. Told you I've been messing up this whole time. So then this one's going to go from the hole and come down to there. And then there's a piece coming out of here to here. So I kind of messed these up, but that's okay. It happens. So I'm going to come out of the hole here and go to there. And then this one I'm going to bring in and stop before I get to the hole. And then I'm going to come out of the hole and go to here. I was overthinking it down here, so this is a little messed up. But that's okay. And then I can't see this side, so I'm just going to go here, but you stop before you get to the hole. And then on the top, you're just going to go out of the hole and straight across. And then there's a piece that goes down into here. Okay, so that goes to here, like that. This one goes to here like that. This one was supposed to go to here, like that. So if you mess up, that's fine. You just put your sneaker color back in there and schmooze it out. Mistakes are going to happen. It's all right. So if you screwed up, that's okay. I just screwed up. It's all good. But then you just take your sneaker color and you could fix it. Okay, so you can just take your sneaker color and you can fix it. It's all good. Mistakes in art? Nah. Just happy little accidents, like Bob Ross says. Just happy little accidents. Don't hit me with the stress or perfection, guys, because I don't do that anymore. I'm telling you, when you stop trying to be perfect, your life gets so much easier. It really, really, really does. All right. So on the next side, you're going to take this one and you're going to go straight across from outside of the hole. And then you're going to do a line this way and stop it before you hit the side of your sneaker. Then you're going to go from the outside of your hole, from the hole to the outside of the sneaker like that. And then you're going to have a line coming this way, stopping it before you hit the side of your sneaker. And then you're going to go from the outside of your hole, from the hole on the outside like that. From the outside of your hole to the outside of the sneaker there. And then do your cross one. And then you're going to go from there. You're going to wrap it around and stop it before you get to the side. So stop it before you hit the side. And then out here, you're going to put your dangling shoelace. Okay, so this piece right here, you stop before you get to the side of the sneaker. Right there. And then you're going to come out your hole and do your dangling shoelace with just a squiggly line. So the whole point of the shoelaces is I wanted you guys to make sure you're stopping the ones before you get to the edge of the sneaker. They have to look like they're tucked in. They have to look like they're tucked in underneath that little sneaker flap. Okay, so I'm going to do my shoelace squiggly on that side. And then I'm going to do a little squiggly over here, like the lace that's coming out over here. So I'm going to do a little squiggly on this side. Like that's a piece of the lace coming from the other side of the shoe. Alright, so she better tie her shoes. She's going to face plant. She's going to wind up face planting. And now we're going to swirl, tap, dab, and we're going to put in our black detail on the bottom of the sneaker. So we're going to put in this part. We're going to put in that part. I told you guys the shoelaces are tricky. I told you. I wasn't lying. I'm definitely, well, I'm not a lion. I'm more like a tiger. But, yeah, so it gets tricky. That's okay. It's all right. I hope you all are still sticking with me over here. You're all doing good. I think you're all hyper-focused tonight because nobody's talking to me. But that's okay. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. So, I'm grabbing black paint, right? And move your hand, not the brush. So, I'm going to start over here. I'm going to wrap this around and I'm going to pull it straight around the bottom of the sneaker here. We're just going to pull it along. Notice I'm moving my hand, not the brush, to get myself a nice line. So you want that little detail in there. Okay, so that's going to fix any wonkiness that you had between the two sneakers. And then there's another line going from where that little piece is right there you made, right in the middle. So we're going to pull that along. That's another detail line going across the sneaker like that. And then you want to do the same detail up here. So I'm going to start over here. And I'm going to pull this along the top between the color of my sneaker and the white part. Just like that. I'm going to wipe off my brush. Make sure I don't have any globs on my brush. Because if you have globs on your brush. Right, Kel? It's all good, sweetie. It's all good. Hey. I made a little oopsie. It's alright if you make an oopsie. You just turn around. If you make an oopsie on your shoelaces, just grab the color of your sneaker real quick like I did. And color it out. That's all. It's all good. We all make oopsies every once in a while. I oopsied. I was looking at it like, what did I do? That's why I grabbed the original to look at what I did. Because something in here wasn't right. But that's okay. Just try your best. At the end of the day, it's just shoelaces. So you're all good. Alright, so you're going to put your black line in here. And then the other one is in the middle. Starting at that part that you changed right there. So we're going to put that in right there. Okay. So now I'm going to switch, I'm going to swirl, tap, dab, and I'm going to put my design in my circle. So we have a star. You guys can do whatever design if you want to do. If you want to do like hearts or if you want to do just like crisscrosses, you know, it's your sneakers. Do whatever you want to do. Mine has a star. So I'm going to take Tiny and grab blue paint. And I'm going to go and do my line down this way and my line down that way. And then do my line across. Right? Just like how you drew a star when you're a little kid. Same thing. Same thing. And over here, so I'm going to do my triangle lines. And then I'm going to do my lines up. Then do your line across. And then fill it in. And as you fill it in, you can schmooze it. You can schmooze it. Notice I'm holding my brush like a pencil. I'm being really careful. I'm just adding all these little details in here. And now I'm going to turn around and grab Mr. Nifty because he has the best point ever. And Melissa can grab her Mr. Nifty. And Magna can grab her Mr. Nifty. And anybody else that sent me support can grab their little Mr. Nifties that they got. I have a whole nother set of Mr. Nifties going out. So I'm grabbing Mr. Nifty in the house. And I'm going to make some gray paint. I'm going to make some gray paint. So I'm just doing black and white together. You got yours too, Kel? All right. I told you guys, I forgot who I sent them to. Kelly's got her Mr. Nifty. We got Mr. Nifties in the house. Oh, yeah. So we're grabbing our little Mr. Nifty going on. And I'm just making some gray paint. So gray color paint. And I'm going to go around all of our little black circles. So we're just going around all of our little black circles with the gray paint. And if you need to fix any of your black circles, you can take Mr. Nifty and just grab some black paint and fix them. It's all good. So I'm doing gray paint around all of my circles. And see, that one is kind of have a mess going on inside of it. So I'm just going to grab some black paint. And I'm just going to clean it up. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So you use these smaller brushes. These smaller brushes are great just to fix and schmooze. And, you know, do a little touch up of whatever you might have not gotten so clean before. That's just fine. So I'm going to go around this one. So I'm going to go around all my black circls with my little Mr. Nifty brush. Going all the way around on both shoes, right? So we're going around and around in circles tonight. Oh yeah, adding all the little details. Make sure you don't have globs on your brush because you're going to get globs on your painting. It's all good. It's all good. That's you know, that's what we have these smaller brushes for. You just want to make sure there's a thin amount of paint on them. Kelly and Magna and Melissa have their Mr. Nifty, so awesome. Awesome stuff. Like I said, whenever you send me some support, I'm going to send these out your way because I totally want to share this guy. He's so cool. He's just so cool. Right? And then we're going to turn around and add our little thing on our shoelace, you know, that little plastic piece. That little plastic piece that's on the shoelace right there. So you're going to add that in. And you guys are all set. How awesome is that? So, don't let Mr. Nifty sit in the water. Clean him off right away and put him on the side. So, you guys are all set. You did it. You love it, right? You love it. I love it. And so we did it, guys. Woo woo! Oh yeah! Look at you, fam. Look at you, fam. Go. You guys go. You rock. All right. So I just want to thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. You guys are amazing. I love my family. You all warm my heart. Always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. Like I said, if you leave me a tip, you're going to wind up getting a brush. Just make sure I get your address. That's all. Just if you message me or whatnot, make sure I get the address. And I just want to thank you all so much for joining me tonight. And I want you to have fun and go create, okay? So everybody have a great night. And this was an amazing party. And this is your first sneaker painting, so how amazing is that, right? Sneakers are a little tricky here and there, but you can do it. You can do it. They're a little tricky. They're a little tricky. They get a little tricky, but that's okay. It's all good. I have the fullest confidence in all of you guys. So, and there's no reason to be perfect. You can do it. Thank you so much, Kelly, for joining me. I love your little sneaker emoji. Everybody watching the replay, if you have any questions, feel free to message me. You can just ask. Okay, guys, so have a great night. I totally enjoyed my Friday night with all of you. My fam, as usual. As usual. Amazing, amazing time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody was super focused tonight, but that's okay. I can talk to concrete. We'll get the talking down. And if you're new to the fam, I hope you come back for more torture. Bye, Megna. Aw, thank you so much, Kelly. Bye, Megna. Bye, sweetie. So, and don't forget to post your paintings on the event page. I put a spot there to be able to post your finished paintings. I can't wait to see your blue sneakers, Kel. Can't wait to see what color sneakers Megna did. And skirts and tights and legs and all that good stuff. How to Tuesday. Next Tuesday is going to be cats. Meow. We're going to be learning how to do cats. And next Friday is going to be horse and buggy painting. Because somebody did request that. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Kelly. You keep me rocking and rolling. Keep me on my toes. I love it. I like it a lot. Definitely keep me on my toes. So thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it. I love you all, fam. You all warm my heart. Aw, well, you're going to be missed, sweetie. It's okay. It's all right. The replay is going to be always available. So if you can't make it, that's fine. You'll be missed, though. That's for sure. So everybody have a great night. Thank you, Jackie. Awesome. Okay, catch the replay, hon. It's all good. I'm going to post it to the event as soon as the phone downloads it. And it'll be on YouTube. That's right, Cal. You can catch the replay. Absolutely. Replays are always free. It's always free to watch. And my replays are on YouTube. And I do share the link to the event page. Subscribe to my YouTube. Because the more subscribers I can get, I can go live on YouTube, and then I can start doing special paint parties from YouTube. So, thanks, Jackie. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me, correcting me on your name. It's awesome. I love it. It's just the way it goes. So excited to spend my Friday night with everybody. You all warm my heart. 6,000%. Oh, yeah. 100%, Jackie, I'm telling you. And you know what? The next time I see your name, next time you come join us, I'm going to say it's a 50-50 chance I won't screw it up. It's a 50-50 chance. I might get it right, I might not. We'll see what happens. Because I'm like the biggest name botcher ever. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's truth. I'm not gonna lie, it's the truth. I'll try, but there's no guarantees, that's for sure. No guarantees. Happy Mother's Day to everybody, all you mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. That's this Sunday. Make sure your kids take care of you. Oh, no. All right, Jackie, if your paint's coming up as you're painting, that means you're trying to do too many layers too fast. You have to let it dry in between. Okay, so you definitely have to let it dry in between. Or what I do with you guys is actually like when we paint something, if you noticed, I have you painting in a different area and then we go back to what we were painting. Like, so you just have to let those certain spots dry. And if you're not patient enough, some of my family members, some of the fam uses blow dryers. They use blow dryers to do it. I basically, because I'm impatient, I work on another area of my painting and then I go back to that. So it's just a matter of letting it dry in between layers, because after a while it will just start lifting up on you, especially brown. Brown is infamous for that. So you just got to watch that out. It's just the fact that you're trying to paint too many layers too soon. That's why that happens. Yep. Yeah, I get impatient when I paint, so I just work on another spot and then I go back to what I was, because then, you know, that little bit of time. You're welcome, sweetie. And like I said, some people use a hair dryer so they can do their stuff, but it's all you know, it's all up to you. You just gotta be careful of that. You're welcome, sweetie. Okay, guys, so I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You all warm my heart, and have fun and go create, okay? Mwah! Good night, everybody. Thank you.